What do you think about the privatizing education, Jose?
No,
do you think it should go or no?
No, I don't think. Right now, I think we need to be involved in our schools, both as parents, as individuals, as legislators. I think we need to be involved. By doing this privatization stuff, it's more like you know, going to Yale or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking out these institutions. Okay, I think we need involvement. I think where education lacks is the parental involvement, because you can only dictate to a child so many hours a day in school, and the rest has to be done at home, and the follow-up and that protection and that enthusiasm that comes only from the home that could make the classroom a plus factor. So I'm concerned about turning it over.
You know that we have a lot of kids that are latchkey kids. You know what I mean? You have parents that they both work 12 hours a day. They're on their own, so they're not being supervised properly at home. And then you have a lot of kids whose parents don't care. You know, we have unwed mothers. We have kids running in the streets in the middle of the night. So what do you do about that? I mean, that's like a very difficult situation. You know, when you're saying parents be involved, absolutely. But what about the parents who don't care or don't have the opportunity?
Some of them don't have the opportunity, and like you said, some of them do not care. I think that's for a lot of kids, unfortunately, going to school from 8 o'clock in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon is almost daycare, because it is, and
they're warehousing their kids and expecting somebody to take care of them and do everything else.
You look what happens to a lot of kids on spring break and summer. They no longer have that supervision. It's not because some of their parents don't care; it's because some of their parents have to continue that work schedule to make sure that food is on the table. So again, I think this goes back to shifting what's going to be most important to our success in the future. We have to reinvest in public education. That's not necessarily saying we're just going to push a bunch of money into public education to fix our problems, because we've seen that. I cannot remember the amount of money that we spend per pupil, but it hasn't necessarily worked. I think we need to look at different ways of educating our kids. We can't sit here and say that the way that you were educated, the way that you were educated, the way that I was educated coming up in elementary school is going to continue to work for kids when their environment is consistently and constantly changing. Our opportunities are totally different, our environment is totally different, so we need to look at different ways of how can we catch their attention and how do we make sure that, again, we're going to set them up for success.
Tell us how we're going to reach you.
You can find me a couple of ways. My website is www.electjasonhenry.com. I'm also the president of the Orange County Young Democrats. You can find me there. It's www.ocydfl.org.
Phone number?
Phone number.
Someplace
like your cell number, so they can call you at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I'll tell you what, my email address.
You're a good-looking guy. I'm sure there's a lot of women who are watching.
Whoa, come on.
Oh, you're married. I'm sorry.
Come on.
Okay. I forgot about that part. All right, so get him on the website. His name is Jason Henry, and he's running for Florida State House of Representatives. District 46. This is Danny Ramos. We're going to do a quick break, and we'll be right back. Thanks.